Welcome to the Den of Debauchery.
And we'll just start going. It doesn't necessarily matter.
Yeah, I could bring up some things that always stood out to me in your previous episodes. Then some
I like
callbacks.
that. Throwbacks, yep.
Yeah.
Always giving Yale shit or just roasting Yale because of his nose. Now I have a big nose too, so
Yeah, I know.
yeah. I mean, now you don't have to be. The
You
only...
look a little bit like my least favorite actor, actually.
Who's that?
Adrian Brody.
Yeah,
Adrian
piece of
Brody.
shit.
Okay.
And if you're a
Piece of
fan of
shit.
the podcast, you know why I hate Adrian Brody.
I can't recall.
The movie Wrecked.
Oh
That is
yes, yes.
Yeah.
It wrecked us.
That's right.
Here we go.
So Yale doesn't have to be the only big nose motherfucker in here now, I guess.
No, now it's also you.
I got a lot of fucking doppelgangers. I don't know. Doesn't maybe it helps? I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, you saying like looking like somebody famous like
Yeah.
helps with like getting women?
Maybe.
Yeah, I got when I'm in good shape, I get Chris Evans sometimes.
I was
Only when I'm in good shape.
I was
Damn.
waiting for something
I do
stupid
not.
for you to come up, you know. Like, oh, Chris Evans. I was waiting for something fucking stupid.
No, I'm
And
about
there
to.
it
I'm
is.
about to tell you the embarrassing ones that I also get because they're wildly inconsistent. I also get Jason Biggs,
Oh, okay.
the pie fucker from American Pie.
He's got the fucking Jufro. How does that work?
I don't know.
I don't see
I
that
don't
one. That
know.
one's bad.
There's been one person that is insistent that I look exactly like him, and what is the other one? Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller.
Okay, yeah.
More like Zoolander. Again, when I have skinny face, shaved beard.
Well, yeah, I was about to say you'd have to shave for me to kind of.
Yeah. No.
Are you guys familiar with? He's on Instagram and I don't know. He's kind of taken off. Trevor Wallace.
Nope.
Okay. I actually just had a friend when I was on my way here send me a video, and I was like, my sister says I look a lot like him. He's like, oh, so I'm not the only one, and I was like, no. Like I've had him now, my sister, a couple other
You
buddies.
say you look like your sister?
No.
Oh.
But look like this fucking comedian out in L.A., Trevor Wallace.
Trevor Wallace.
Yeah, it's this guy.
Oh yeah,
You see it?
I didn't know that guy's name,
Oh,
but yeah,
He's
he's a fucking one that shoots all the Kyle videos.
Yes.
Like,
Oh
hey
my
dog, what's fucking up, bro?
God, the fucking monster
Yeah.
video.
Yeah,
Who the
you-
H-E double fuck are you?
Who the
I'm a
H-E
Kyle.
double fuck are you?
No way, I'm a Kyle.
Yeah, he does.
Prove it.
Yeah, he does stand up. Like he started shooting these YouTube videos, and he's getting into stand up. And he's not bad.
No.
It's just the fact that he's already famous and he's starting off.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like in the time where you're supposed to be bad as a comedian, he's wildly famous already.
Yeah,
So, and he's putting up his stand-up videos, and I was like, don't do that.
right.
Don't do that yet. Like, get better at it. Like, this is going to be out there forever, and you're going to look back on this one day and go, this is shit.
This is cringe.
Well,
I
your
shouldn't have fucking
stupid
put
ass.
this up.
Yeah, my fucking cousin, when he fucking records my set and puts it up on Facebook, I'm like, this is my second open mic.
Don't do that.
And it went pretty well, but this won't age well.
Yeah,
like, I'm
that's-
going to look back on that one day and go, this was dog shit.
Yeah.
Well, you just came up with the stupid competition in the last podcast we did.
Yeah, I know. And we're trying to come up with an idea for a competition, and the only one I can come up with is like record sets and put them up and have people like vote on which one is better.
Oh, okay.
Because the punishment will be that the loser has to read a statement on the podcast written by the other person. They do not have time, and I'm basically just going to make him say all the things that I know would like hurt him to say. Like I'm gonna make you admit that, you know, your disease is fake and that you've been coddled your entire life and you've never done anything for yourself and you don't contribute to the podcast. Oh man, this is gonna be scathing. I'm
Well,
so excited for when I win, whatever the competition
Well,
is.
clearly people want me to win now because they know what I'm going to say, and they have no idea what I'm going to have you say.
Oh,
You took
there's
the element
going
of
to be
surprise.
more.
Oh,
There's going to be more.
It's the first time he's
Here's
actually
the
going
thing.
to write a paper.
I'm building anticipation for my inevitable victory.
Derek
Yeah.
slow rolling everybody,
Yeah.
leaving them in the dark. Kind of like that. I don't know. He might be.
The mystery.
That might be. Might incline people to vote for him.
I invited you here. Don't.
You're like the
Do not.
Don't get that revoked.
Yale's over here.
I
He's
will
like,
fucking publish your full name. Join my side now.
He's like the villain that like reveals his entire plan before he actually. He's like Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
That's what I watch a lot of that Dragon Ball Z abridged. I don't know if you've ever caught that, but they voice over Dragon Ball Z and make it really hilarious.
Okay.
And one of the things is like the guy's pretending to be hurt, and he goes, "Yes, you're right. I'm defeated. Which means you can tell me your entire plan right now, and it wouldn't affect anything." So he just lays out his entire plan. That's exactly the type of... Or Dr. Evil.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Begin the unnecessarily slow-moving dipping mechanism. So, since you don't want your identity revealed, we will give you some type of a code name. You did not like my first suggestion of Adolf. I thought it would be simple. It would be a name that wouldn't draw attention. You know, people wouldn't think twice about it. But yet, you got all defensive about it for some reason. So,
Hey, we can do Adolf. I don't care.
Adolf. No.
Derek's not a fan.
I care about the listeners, and I want the guest to be happy because it produces the best product. So you'll have to come up with your own name, right? I did the work on Adolf.
All right, Derek. I'm gonna look to you on this, I guess, because I have no fucking idea. Also,
Okay, so we can call him someone that is no longer in existence anymore. We're just gonna call him Bruce for Bruce Jenner.
Okay, there you go.
It's no longer a person. So
We'll call him BJ.
BJ.
BJ for short.
There you
All
go.
right, BJ. All right, BJ it is.
BJ.
Yeah.
All right, BJ. And speaking of BJs, you
Ooh.
were late as fuck to this frickin' recording, and you said, we are recording right now. It is 6:15. He was supposed to be here at 5.
Yeah. My
And
apologies,
he
Derek.
said that he was late because of a date last night. And I'm like, how does that affect you into the afternoon the next day?
Hey, the date went really well, like I said. Excuse me. And carried over to today. Had a nice brunch, a couple mimosas, and yeah, I mean, no BJs, but got my dick wet, so it's a
That's
win,
good.
right?
Well, I mean, kinda. I mean, you're staying in the morning. You're having. I mean, way to be clingy, dude. Just fucking drop
Yeah,
it
dude.
off. Stop it.
Yeah.
She wanted you out of there.
Yeah.
You know that,
No.
right? She did
She
not
was
want
at-
you.
Oh, here it is.
She
No,
was at
wanted
my
it.
spot, and
No.
I was.
So kick her
You
out.
were trying to...
I know, like I was kind of
Just
like,
tell her.
man, I need to
Just tell her you got called into work.
I was like, I got some shit I kind of throw together for later on today, meaning this, and you know, wanted to get some stuff typed up so it was organized and would flow a little better, so it's not just completely unorganized dog shit. But
Yeah.
no, and next thing I know, it's like fucking 11:30, and we're both laying in my bed, and I'm just like, shit, what do we do from here? So I jumped up, showered, and said, "Are you hungry?" So I took her out for brunch because I felt like that was the least I could do. So
No, the least you could do is tell her.
The least you could do
Get an
is
Uber.
get out of here,
Yeah.
and make her pay for her own Uber. That's the least
that
you
is
could do.
the
You were
least.
doing the most you could do.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
I went above and beyond.
I did.
No, that's the most you could do. Bare minimum is like spraying her in the face with a hose. I mean, like get out of my house, or a squirt bottle. Get out of my house.
It's not even sexual, and that sound effect still bothered me.
He hates the sound effects.
I want you to find like actual audio and just insert it.
And sort of clips. How fucking advanced do you think we are?
I know.
How dare you even suggest that we get technical?
I know.
with
I'm
this shit?
so annoyed that we don't have like sound bites or whatever.
Oh, dude.
Hey, when
like, if we get them, I'll figure them out because you don't know how to do anything on the computer, which is why our fucking episode 2 weeks ago was late.
Yeah, I was a little salty about that. I did message Yale
Yeah.
about that. So.
Yeah, he was upset. The fans are upset. The fans demand on time, and
Yeah.
when you leave it in Derek's hands because Yale is busy for 1 week,
Then he knows
The
how
fucking
Derek
episode goes to
feels and
shit.
why he can't get it done.
I'm subscriber number 25. I need my fucking weekly Den episodes. Come on.
we're 25.
Yeah.
We were just we
Everyone now knows the number they are.
Oh,
we
yeah.
recorded a solo one before this, and I was saying that if we get to 100, we get our own URL on
Ooh,
YouTube,
Okay.
and if we have our own URL, we can use that for Stitcher.
Okay.
So then we can put out like audio where you can like listen to it without having to have the YouTube app open.
That'd be
So that's what
nice.
we're trying to do. We need to get to just 100.
So that's the goal.
I don't want to get any bigger than that, right? I don't want to be too famous.
Let's,
you
be,
know?
let's be modest here.
Keep it an exclusive, kind of a level of
Yeah,
exclusivity,
inside
I
joke.
guess.
I want this to be like a little bit of a cult.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. What would we call the cult?
We don't have one yet. We'll
It's Dinner Dodds. all you dots out there.
This
This
one's
so awful.
This one's for all you dods out there.
Ugh.
That's awful.
What are you guys at right now? 30 something?
Yeah, 32.
32.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's actually, I'm surprised. Honestly, I figured maybe 10.
Yeah.
So
Hey, you got to the level where you can actually say dozens.
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 You have no idea how big of a deal that was.
Yeah.
Once we get to 48, I can say dozens and dozens.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 more and I can say dozens and dozen. But yeah, I'm hoping for dozens and dozens.
Yeah.
That way, when we try to convince somebody to give us advertising money, it'll be like, we have dozens and dozens of subscribers.
It just makes the pitch speech that much
The
easier.
the minimum amount to say dozens and dozens.
I think if we were ever going to get like people to donate and everything like this, part of the pitch should be not having you
Ooh.
around.
The only
You
person
are ugly
who
as
can
shit.
that is a bold statement.
The
Hey,
look you just shot him.
I'm feeling good, man. I got my hair cut, I trimmed up here.
You fucking paper bag full of fucking pudding. Fuck you.
You can't even trim your beard, brah.
You can't even grow a beard.
I know. So I realize that
All of this is just anger directed at me because you can't grow a beard.
that has nothing to do
That
with
has everything to do with it.
Beard
No.
envy.
That is 100% beard envy.
it. No. I look bad with a beard, so I keep it off. All right.
You look bad with a beard because you,
You
don't
need to
have
trim
one.
up your beard, but you rather leave it looking ridiculous. It's crazy.
It looks fine.
Mm-mm.
It looks fine. At least it actually exists.
I don't want mine to exist.
I can't grow
Yes,
a
you
beard
do.
No,
I
I don't
see
like
you
it.
trying.
It itches.
I see you trying to grow it out. You have to let it get past the itchy
No,
stage.
it's not. It's not that I'm trying to grow it out. That is literally just me being lazy. You know, I have stuff to do.
This is me being lazy, is I don't want to shave every day.
Or shower.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm doubling down on that, bitch.
I like that ball cheddar scent wafting up. That nice, you get that thin layer of film on it. That was the worst part about staying in the field is you had to take baby wipe showers
Yeah.
in the military. Like, you can't shower, obviously, unless you're an officer and you bring out your expensive little handmade shower that you dump our only drinking water into so you can be fresh. Motherfuckers. Anyway. Yeah, and you had to take a baby wipe shower where you'd wipe yourself down, and that's
My-
the only version that you got. You were so fucking rank by the
My
end of
mother would call that a whore bath.
it.
Yeah.
A whore bath.
Yeah.
I thought that was a golden shower. I thought those were called whore baths.
That's called my fantasy.
Gross.
I fucking
Damn,
knew it.
another one.
fucking knew it.
No.
I knew you were into that weird shit. I
Yeah,
fucking knew it.
yeah, incest, golden showers, all that stuff. That like cool
Dude,
stuff.
I fucking knew it.
Not into getting pissed on or shit on. But I
Well,
will
yeah, no
say
shit.
that fucking Pornhub has me figured out with the step sibling stuff. I mean,
Dude.
I know everybody knows they're not fucking step sibling.
I know, some of them are different races.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh, my stepbrother caught me masturbating, and now he's gonna dick me down. But dude,
And
I don't
also,
know.
there's this cameraman here.
Yeah, there's just so many of those girls. They're so fucking hot. So
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes it's difficult.
Like I said,
Yeah.
it's weird to actually watch this stuff because, like, it's almost every video. It
Yeah.
is almost every video, so you just become blind to it
Yep.
to the point where, like, you don't even factor it in. Like, I skip right past step sis.
I was
Like,
gonna
I
say,
skip right
yeah.
past it.
I know the title says step sibling and stuff, but that's not how I'm receiving the content. I'm just receiving the content because it's a fucking gorgeous girl getting piped by some dude and
Throwing pipe, man.
just slinging his pipe around
I
and
love that. Slinging his pipe around.
just getting
Such colorful language.
Yeah.
getting dicked down by her step sibling. But like I said, it's just not how I receive it.
Beautiful language, BJ. Beautiful language.
Oh man.
All right, let's get more into BJ's story here.
BJ, yeah, you said you had a couple of stories, a couple of tales that would fit into the podcast well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll fiddle into the podcast.
Now, I know the one that you were wanting to tell first off, but I still remember one that we talked about earlier of your first venture into our favorite subject.
The Hershey Highway.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, longtime girlfriend, and we've been talking about it. Finally got her on board. We were gonna do anal, and we do it. And I was kind of let down just because I don't know. It was great, but it smelled a lot more than I thought it would. So I was not expecting that. And then
Did not expect the poop chute to smell like poop.
Well,
it's like, have you ever seen Jim Jeffries talk about this?
Fucking
no.
rookie.
He said, the one thing that you can't do in porn when you're watching anal is
Smell porn.
Yeah.
Yes, I have
Smell
heard
porn.
this.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's absolutely right.
Yeah, so keep going.
But so
Was it, well, did she just get out of the shower?
no,
You got to pick your times, man.
I know it was probably poor timing.
Yeah.
So the timing might have not been ideal. So at both of our faults there, I guess. But we fucked in the ass, and I just remember pulling it out. We didn't have any lube, but I did have.
So you hated her.
I did have petroleum jelly,
This
also
mother-
known as Vaseline.
You
that's
fucking
fine.
animal.
Vaseline's fine.
Fucking animal.
I fucking lathered.
That shit is designed to go on your chest when you're sick, and you.
No, that's Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah.
Oh.
Vaseline.
Yeah, you're right. My
Yeah,
bad.
you're wrong.
Vaseline-
Vaseline is literally like...
Okay, that's
it's a-
designed for fat people to be able to run.
Yeah,
They rub
exactly.
it between their thighs.
I
My
was gonna
bad.
say
Yeah.
that's for when you're like
Nipple
chafed.
chafing.
Yes, exactly. But I slathered a fucking gross amount of Vaseline on my dick. Like I literally, I dipped my dick in the container and just went to town and fucking covered it.
You fucked the jar.
Pretty
It was
much.
just like
That was the warm up. Yeah.
just.
There it is.
I had my hard dick now covered in a healthy glistening of Vaseline. And we start doing it, and it wasn't too bad. And then I pull it out because by the time we were done, and
Did it look like when Neo came out of the frickin' jelly in the Matrix when he first pulled himself out of the Matrix? He
Yeah.
was just covered in that thick goo.
So not only did I have like gross Vaseline on my dick,
Oh, that's awesome.
but I have it's tinted with shit,
Right.
and the smell, like I said, not ideal. I immediately just grabbed my towel, and because this is in my dorm room, grabbed my towel and just walked down to the showers. I was like, I'll be right back. I need to shower off. And she's like, okay. So I come back, and Vaseline's kind of hard to get off too. Like it stays on. It's I don't know. It's like resistant to water a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm like scrubbing my dick too in the shower with Old Spice body wash, just trying to get this stuff off of me. And I don't know. I mean, I got like the tinted brown and everything off of me.
You're such a fucking Chad right now.
the
By the way.
Nutella looking stuff, but my dick was still greasy afterwards, and I didn't feel clean until like the next few days
I'm not
afterwards.
clean. I'm not clean.
was-
Must be clean.
It was gross.
Forever unclean.
But then you use fucking petroleum jelly, you fucking animal.
Yeah, that's all
That's
we had.
my favorite fucking stuff.
But then I did anal with a different girl, and like I kind of just like floated it, kind of joking to her, and then the next thing I know, she takes my dick out of her vagina and like puts it in her ass, and I was like, oh, this is happening. No lube or anything. I don't know how we made this happen. No smell, nothing. It was great. So
Wait, you were able to go into the butt with no lube?
yeah, just
So-
using her wetness from her.
It was
puss.
not this girl's
From her
first
puss.
time.
I don't know.
obviously.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
was-
That's
probably
not a first time.
Probably not.
If you can just stick it right in the butt, like
Yeah,
I think
it's-
Joe Rogan said this, but if you can put it right in the butt, you need to go see a doctor. Like that's not normal.
No.
You're supposed to have to use lube.
The okay sign.
Exactly. Nothing bigger than the OK sign, according to Dr. Drew, should go in your asshole.
Which you bring that up? Did you see that is now labeled as a?
That's the white
hate
power
symbol?
symbol.
Yeah. If you put
It
it,
was-
like below your.
So,
waist or
do
whatever.
you watch Legion of Skanks?
No, I heard you
Podcast.
guys reference it though.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's one of the best podcasts ever, and they had Milo Yiannopoulos on there,
Oh yeah,
and
the gay Jew. or
he
whatever.
claims
Mhm.
that they started it as a joke to see if the media would run with it. Of
Huh.
like, look at how ridiculous this is that the OK symbol could be like white power, and they used it that this is the sign language for P is that, and the sign language for W, like they combined the two letters into the OK symbol, and I was just laughing my ass off watching like media outlets because like cops were doing it, like playing like the game,
Yeah.
you know, where like if somebody looks at it while you're throwing the OK symbol, you get to punch them.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, and that's a game. There's like police officers would not be playing this game. This is obviously like you're saying that it's more likely that they are posing for pictures showing white power symbols in police uniforms than it is for them to play a silly game, that's pretty fucking dumb, CNN.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking dumb. Because I remember I was in the fucking... in the Army, they did that shit all the time.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. That game was played constantly. And the only way you would not get punched is if you stuck your finger.
And you broke it.
And you broke it. You had to fucking break it. It's the only way.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous, man.
Fucking state of our media. It's annoying.
Yeah, we're making this a political show now.
Yeah.
You listen to how you should think about things from the guys that brought you cat murder and incest porn and shit-covered pants.
I'm so glad that we're switching to this. This is more my style. Okay, so Trump.
Let me tell you, I know that's one thing that I wanted to try really hard is to like never like bash any politician or praise any politician. Of like nobody listens to this anyway, but like I want some type of an escape from that bullshit of like no matter where you align yourself, like you can listen and fucking tune out for a fucking hour at a time, and that's fucking it.
Yeah.
And you don't have to fucking think about that bullshit.
Although you can't turn off your phone.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You can tune out for an hour and listen to us, but you can't turn off your phone while
I thought
listening.
you looked at me when you said that. I was like, although you can't turn off your fucking phone. I was like, where the fuck is this coming from?
She's like, my phone barely works.
Somebody's got some goddamn built-up aggression over this.
I do, I'm not.
And another thing.
Yeah, my roommate likes to fucking talk about it all the goddamn time, too. And I'm just like, dude, I don't care. I don't want to talk about this. It's just, it's all fucked. I mean...
Well, is he... Okay.
The majority of people regurgitate stuff that they heard someone else say and have done little research, but yet are confident enough to scream that thing that they heard at somebody else. And it's like, you don't even know if what you're saying is true.
Yeah, it's not been validated by a reliable source.
Either way.
All right, well... politics is a lot of fun, but let's move on.
Yeah, this has been the political minute here.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. This will be our...
Tune in next week for our next minute.
Exactly. We will now be dividing the podcast into 2 channels, and one will be our political channel, and where we will discuss debates and other meaningless bullshit that nobody cares about.
Well, and oddly enough, we will side with all of with everyone. You can come in no matter what party. You will agree with whatever we have to say.
I tell you what would actually be kind of fun is if you and I like had a political debate where like we had to both argue for a candidate, but neither of us got to pick which candidate.
We also did no research besides looking.
Yeah,
at
we're going
picture.
off of anything meme related.
So 90% of what's on Facebook is what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That Facebook is going to be our research.
Well,
It's just like all you can do is scroll through and be like, I will tell you this. Fucking
I'll tell you what.
Trump's fucking wife doesn't like him. Like that's the I see that gif all the time where just like they play it in reverse of like him turning around, but they play it in reverse so it looks like when he turns around that she's just like, ugh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Who's your source that you're quoting on this? Well, it's so-and-so from Facebook, and they actually use they use the proper their and your. That's the shit that bugs me too when you see all these people posting this shit. They're using like the wrong your.
Are we getting into a shit we hate segment right now?
No, not
when people use incorrect grammar?
Yeah, that's annoying to
Didn't
me.
you say you had a shit that we hate, right?
Oh yeah, of course we can say that for
Okay.
now.
No, well, let's talk about it while we're talking about it.
Shit we hate. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for shit we hate. Yeah, we don't have the technology to make jingles and shit, so
Oh yeah.
One day.
one day.
When Yale commits.
Some of the stuff
I will fucking kill you in your sleep. It will be easy.
I believe is callbacks from previous episodes.
It'll be like
too.
putting down a
Sure.
special needs puppy.
It's puppy. I'm a big fan of the callbacks just because I have been listening and have a pretty good grasp on all this stuff. But Yale is apparently somebody that wants to see the world burn and
He
does
does.
not care about the fucking subtleties or the. You should not enter through the
Thank
fucking
you.
exit at the grocery store, Yale.
This makes
You're
me one
never
of my
going to get me on board with that.
He might be my favorite guest.
So you're
now.
saying we should follow societal rules?
Yes, please. It's
Okay.
so fucking easy.
He's gonna
Did
try
you
to
speed at any
rationalize.
point while driving here?
I did. I told you that.
Oh, okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
But
So it's okay to speed as long as you're not endangering anyone and you're not going to kill someone, right?
70 and a 65, is that really speeding?
No.
Yes, it is. By definition of the law,
By the revised code and the law, you are correct.
Yes, exactly. So it is illegal. So what you're saying is that as long as it's not hurting anybody and you're not endangering anyone, that it's okay. All that I said was that if nobody is fucking there in my goddamn way, that I'm going to use it. I'm not going to walk further. So we actually agree. You just want to. You've convinced yourself that we disagree.
So, I think what you're getting is what he did was against the law. What you did just makes you like a douchebag.
If there's somebody that I inconvenience by going through the wrong door, you're correct. But there isn't, because I can see through glass. There are always glass doors. I can see through glass.
The grocery store as a whole is a fucking inconvenience. I hate grocery store. I hate grocery shopping, and I hate laundry. All things that you have to fucking do, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Maybe you should start get a fiance.
So basically,
I
for
do
your
need a
shit we
woman.
hate, it's being a functioning adult.
pretty much those.
I agree. I second that.
Yeah,
now we're on
I'm
the
all
same
for
page.
that.
Yeah.
Now we're on the same side.
And we both agree that Yale's a douche still. So
Yeah. Because I'm walking through the grocery store
Yep.
and it's clear. I have an agenda. I know what I'm getting. I go in there with a fucking list in my head. I want to get in, get out. I'm efficient. Grab my little fucking basket, load it up, go to self checkout because I'm faster than fucking half the people in there.
Yeah, Bertha.
Scanning those goddamn
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Scan my shit, package it up, get the fuck out. When you got people just lollygagging in the goddamn aisles, and then if you got some fuck ass who's coming out the entrance, and you're trying to go in the entrance, or they're coming in the exit, and you're trying to leave, and it's just like you got to sidestep them to get the fuck out. I'm just like, oh my
I
God,
say
I'm
something
almost
now.
out of here.
I say something now.
Excuse me, this is the exit.
Coming in the exit sounds like a euphemism for anal sex.
For laying pipe in the
Yeah.
ass.
Anal sex.
Exactly. Coming in the exit.
Yeah, entering through the exit.
Yeah.
A classic.
Which is okay if there's nobody on the other side.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's nobody in the other
Yep.
side.
See, I changed a mind within 2 minutes. There we go,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen.
I guess we can agree to disagree, but there's clearly
No, you already agreed.
But we can agree that there are standards.
There are standards.
Okay.
I talked about this with escalators.
Yeah.
I talked about that in that episode. Like, everybody knows
You stay on the right.
you stay on the right if you're not going to walk.
standing. Yes.
When I watch somebody take steps forward and then choose to stand beside someone,
That is weird. Why do you do that?
What are you doing? What are you doing? You like their scent?
They gotta-
Why are you there?
Because they gotta, like, maybe they're with them and they gotta talk to them. Like,
No,
just
they're not. You can
stop.
see that they're not.
Ugh.
That's like
No.
the fucking guy that comes right next to you or starts pissing right next to you when there's a whole
Oh man, I
wall
thought
of
this was going a
urinals.
different direction.
No, sorry.
The guy that
Yeah,
comes right next to you in an orgy,
Yeah,
where you're like, dude,
gross.
you almost got it on
come
my
on.
shorts.
All right, man. Let me step back.
Yeah. No, when, there's like 12 fucking urinals and you take the very far one and then this guy takes the next fucking far one. It's like, dude, there are a dozen other urinals in here. What is your excuse?
Yeah, it's a real problem. Like, I have to have like when I go to Ford Field, you have to piss next to someone.
Yeah.
I mean, every urinal is taken at all
Occupied.
times. And that, I almost were like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't need to go that bad. Like, I have to convince myself sometimes that I don't need to go that bad.
I'll wait for a stall.
No.
And then another, I think you guys talked about horoscopes on one too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yale did. He's a big fan of them.
Before we move on to that, I just remembered something. When I was at OMUN, they had a conference, and this dude came up. So I'm a freshman. This dude walks up to me, starts pissing at the urinal, pulls his pants down to his ankles,
Butter style. Like from South Park.
and then has a pitcher of ice water and is
What?
chugging out of it, and then he's going like, "Sup, bro? Taking a good piss?" And like all of his friends are just laughing. He's clearly just like putting on a show, trying to be.
Well, then
like,
that's funny.
that shit was so goddamn funny
Yeah.
and yet so uncomfortable at
yeah,
the same time.
so that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not just doing.
I also got a little bit of fucking rejection.
Oh, I thought
and
you got a
that-
little hard.
No, a couple. No, so a couple of weird things happened. The one, a girl was in her hotel room and knocked on my hotel room door shortly after we had all gotten there, and she just goes, "Hey," I'm like, "What's up?" She goes, "Is anybody else in your room?" And I'm like, "Yeah, everybody's here. Why?" She goes, "Oh, never mind." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that was weird." And then like 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh man. I felt like such a dumbass. And then the cute girl that I was actually interested in, I invited her back to my room to watch a movie, because in the first year I was there, you could just break away from the conferences. Nice. There was like nobody standing at the exits, and they picked up on it because like half the tables would be empty, and we're all staying in a hotel. We're all high school kids staying in a hotel room for a few days straight. People figured out what was going on.
Right.
I invited her back, and we start watching a fucking movie, and I was such a pussy as a fucking freshman. I was such a fucking pussy that I could not like bring myself to like sit close to her.
Yeah.
And so at one point I went, "Oh, it's a scary movie. Let me close the blinds to set the mood." And I actually said those words out loud, and I went, "Oh God!"
Why did I say
and
that?
I fucking closed the, and then I sat like on the same bed as her because there were 2 beds in there. And then eventually, like halfway through the movie, she realized that I was not going to make a move, and she was like, "Yeah, I think I'm just gonna head back to the fucking conference." And I was like, "What? No!" And I was just like, "Oh, fuck you, fucking pussy, you stupid fucking pussy."
Yeah, I definitely have gotten cold feet like that before too. It sucks.
Even the one that hurt me the worst though was getting rejected when I didn't even make an attempt. It was this girl was dancing. I think she was a senior. And she was dancing because they had like a dance at the end of it.
Oh yeah.
And she was dancing, and she just like wasn't paying attention, dancing to the music, and she danced over and was like dancing in front of me, and it looked like we were dancing together. And people started laughing, so I just crossed my arms and stood there and just waited for her to notice because I thought it was funny. And she fucking like bumps into me, and then starts dancing with me because she thinks dancing. Turns around, sees that it's me. I haven't moved. I haven't taken a step, and she freaks out that I would have the audacity to think that we could ever dance. She's just like, ew, why would you think? And I'm just like, you bumped into me. To get rejected after making no attempt, she bumped into me and then yelled at me for her bumping into me. And I was like, God damn, that shit fucking hurts.
Oh, yeah. Try to be a shooter and shoot your shot, get fucking shot down.
Can't relate.
I didn't even shoot my shot. I just stood there.
And then they wonder why we don't want to make fucking moves. That's why women are the worst.
Can't relate. I always close. I never get rejected. Can't relate.
I closed last night, so I finally fucking shot my shot there, and it worked. So
It shot your shot. How? You shoot her down to her back or
stomach?
At one point, yeah, and then the stomach. Yeah, that was another one. But
twice?
Yeah, in the morning,
no
night, and then we woke up in the morning, did it again.
It's never as good in the morning.
I hear that's the best. Supposedly, that's like the best time.
Yeah, I think morning's definitely better.
I don't believe so.
Because usually, if it's a night and you're staying over, you usually have been drinking, and your sex is just like drunk. Sex is better in the moment. You don't perform better.
Unless you showered before you went to bed, it's usually worse in the morning because you like at least if I was out drinking the night before, then morning after I smell pretty ripe.
You smell pretty much all the time, though.
Well, yeah. It's because it's... Never mind.
I was going to say it's because of your heritage.
Morning sex.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Morning sex is always kind of dicey just because, you got the fucking eye crusties going on. And then you got morning breath on top of all that, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
If you're both got alcoholic breath, it's
morning
not that bad.
alcohol breath. What a great fucking combination that is.
All right, so let's
you get
talk
that fucking
about
thick, mossy feeling on your fucking teeth.
Yeah,
fucking smells.
Because you definitely didn't brush your teeth last.
Nope.
Let's talk about Yale's love of Zodiac.
Oh yeah. I fucking hate. I hate the fucking horoscopes too. I think they're the stupidest shit ever. And if you are somebody that genuinely bases your life's decisions off of those, you're a fucking moron.
Dude.
I want to see one person that's like actually been successful doing that.
Lives and breathes by the zodiac sign and what their horoscope is for that day and how it's paid off for them.
Here's
Please
the thing.
tell me.
Exactly.
I'm sure there are people that have done that, and it's because they're so fucking generic that they could apply to anybody.
They're just like, oh, this happened today, and this was in my zodiac reading, so it must be.
I just saw this
accurate.
fucking meme, and it said, it says zodiac sign. It says you deserve to breathe, and white girls are like, this is so true.
Yes,
I think you shared it.
Yeah. I was like, fucking Christ.
I like the one where my friend sent it to me a while ago. It was like some crazy, I don't know, like in a dorm room, some blanket thing that's on this girl's ceiling, and it's just wild pattern, and it says, girls like these justify cheating on their man because of their zodiac sign told them
Exactly.
to or something. And yeah, I was just like, that's so true.
Oh my god. It's like, you don't understand. Like, I'm a fucking Leo. Like, I'm a free spirit. Like, this is how I have to explore. And whenever you tell them, it's like, oh, we wouldn't get along. And it's like, because you're a this. And it's like, no, we wouldn't get along because you're a fucking idiot
Yeah.
that believes in fairy tales. And it's like, that's exactly what a fucking Taurus would say. Like, you just proved that it's real. It's like, fuck off!
You probably still believe in the Easter Bunny and fucking Santa Claus too, right?
You can't tie a Gemini down.
Hey, most of our listeners don't know that shit isn't real, man. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, everybody.
Nobody intelligent listens to this shit.
I want one fucking child to listen to our shit.
First 30 seconds.
They're getting a lot of education.
I post this shit on Facebook, and I'm definitely friends with fucking like little cousins and nieces and shit.
What's
And
Yale up to? Let's listen to
Your
his
little nephew.
podcast.
Oh yeah.
Talking about shit and anal and sex and all other kinds of things.
The rest of it, yes, but they know about shit, man. I mean,
Yeah.
they're old enough to.
They call it duty.
Duty.
Is that a real thing? They call it duty?
I don't know.
That'd be really.
So let's go ahead. I know you said you had some stories.
So you cheated on your roommate's sister?
Allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly.
How did that
allegedly will be.
How did this work out?
That's a question that I want to pose too, just because I've been over this with multiple people, and they're just like, don't see it. And again, I mean, I'm going to tell this as unbiased as I can, because this is just my account, obviously, but I feel like I'm a pretty trustworthy person.
Okay, and then Yale and I are really good at asking really important questions, so go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
And interrupting the story.
I was going to say,
I'm making it very frustrating.
I am going to preface this by saying there's a lot of fucking details, so that way maybe there aren't as many questions, but yeah, feel free to answer questions. Or ask questions.
Feel free to answer questions.
Yeah, I'll answer questions
will.
that you ask.
I'll ask and
I will.
then I'll answer.
Yeah, I'll answer. Yeah, you ask me questions about his story, and I will answer them.
Deal.
This could be interesting. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, back in... I'm living in the city, Columbus area, and I was by myself in an apartment, made friends with this guy from Ohio State. I only had, like, 2 pretty good friends or whatever from there. And I thought this guy was cool. We had the same major, a lot of the same classes, whatever. Ended up, he hits me up one day, and he's talking about moving out of his parents' place. And he wants to look at apartment spots. And I was like, yeah, I'd be down for that. Because
Oh, you guys moved in together. That's so cute.
we did. And because I was not in, like, a real happening area. I mean, it was close to downtown, but still a hell of an Uber ride. And just, it wasn't the cool, trendy area that I wanted to be in. So we look at apartments there, and he ends up, we agree to one. He brings in one of his other buddies who was a former Army guy as well, actually. And
He's also probably an alcoholic.
was discharged because he was injured too. So
That's what he said.
Yeah, he had some pretty fucked up scars, but never read his official paperwork or anything. So who the fuck knows? I guess that's a.
I know at least 2 people that were kicked out for because they got caught doing coke.
Ooh.
And tell everybody very different stories.
They were honorably discharged or something.
Oh, they actually did. Like they somehow managed to get an honorable discharge.
Because I mean, if you're discharged from any of the military branches, that's like you're fucked for life, probably, right?
No, it depends on the circumstance. If it's a medical discharge, there's honorable, less than honorable, and dishonorable.
I was gonna say.
So if you get a dishonorable,
you're like fucked for life, right?
it's real fucking hard. People look at that shit pretty harshly.
I was gonna say your like only option is basically be a farmer or something, probably, right? Like there's not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of career opportunities.
You could be a stand-up comedian.
There we go. But yeah, anyway, so this guy and I, we kind of reconnected or crossed paths again. End up moving in together, and he has a sister. I had no idea he had a sister. She's got a dog. They're pretty cool. And she's hanging out quite a bit. I was kind of getting some weird vibes or some vibes. I was just like, I don't know if this girl's into me or what. Like, I'm terrible at picking up on that shit. I think, like, most men might be. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But couldn't tell if this girl was into me or not. So we end up hanging out or whatever. And then we do end up dating. He is not a fucking fan of this. He's like, I don't want one of my fucking roommates dating my sister.
Dude, I will say right now, that's a pretty...
It is, and like I get that it's kind of fucked up, but then you also have to like you meet people through people, right? You don't know who you're gonna end up dating.
You should have at the very least have been like, hey man, I kind of like her. I'd like to take her out on a date.
And I did. That's a a part that I guess I didn't really explain. So that's a good question. I did say that. I was like, hey, your sister and I are kind of interested, I think. I'm going to take her out. Is that okay? And he wasn't a fan, but it happened. And then... Is
that okay? No. Well, I'm going to do it anyway.
That's what you're making it sound like. Yeah. Now, you want to see something get edited from this podcast? Yale's sister touched me in the ass a while ago. Like when we were
I don't edit lies out of the podcast.
She touched my ass.
If we edited lies out of the podcast, we'd have like 5 minutes an episode.
I'm just saying. It happened.
Yeah.
She accidentally bumped into him, and he's been claiming for years that it's just she fucking she molested me, she tried to finger my asshole.
Oh, I can me too, your sister.
She's making moves, man.
All right.
You have a bunch of witnesses that will guarantee fucking say you're a liar.
Believe the victim.
Believe me. That's basically what you tried to pull off. Believe all me. Believe me.
Oh, man.
All right, so you took her out.
Yeah, we go out and end up hitting it off, and everything's good. Her parents loved me, and he was still kind of hesitant, but the rest of her family was cool with it. They're just like, oh, he's just being a fucking baby. He'll get over it. This is just how he is. Also, a very crucial point, he's the youngest of three. He was baby. He's from a fucking richer family, privileged, nice area, and
say no more. Most people will hate him.
Yeah, exactly.
Did he acknowledge his privilege?
No. They called him. His nickname was
fucking white supremacist.
Cisgendered white male.
His nickname was the Prince of the area that they lived in, and so that should just tell you that he's kind of a fuck. And he's a. You called me a Chad earlier. His name is actually of one of those, the whole Chad frat bro mentality and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was all very fitting and made sense. So everyone's on my side, which was good. And they're just convinced he's being a baby about it. Whatever. So he has a birthday party. His parents literally cater the fucking birthday party at our apartment that we have. And they brought in wings, all kinds of food and shit.
Wait, they catered they paid for catering, or they just made food?
They brought in fucking canes. They brought in B-dubs. They brought in.
Okay, so they just paid for it.
Yeah,
okay.
so they bought food.
That's awful.
Was made and everything, and then brought it in and stuff, and it was cool. Then we got out to bars afterwards. Next thing, and I don't know. I've been drinking obviously, and started to get a little freer with my words. And one of his friends, who is also. They're just all a bunch of fucking rich snobs and don't give a shit or don't value things, how typical rich people are. Mm-hmm. And his one friend, his girlfriend, she opens up a seltzer water from the fridge and it just fucking explodes in our kitchen. And I was just like, okay. She looks at it, thinks about cleaning it up or doing something or saying something about it, and then just pretends like nothing happened. I was like, okay, well, this isn't a campus house. That's acceptable to me if you're at a fucking college party or at a frat house on campus. I was like, this is where I actually live and pay pretty fucking good money to live. And I'm not in college anymore, neither are you. What the fuck? You gotta be like, hey, sorry, made a mess here. Can I help you clean it up? Or, where's your cleaning supplies? Most of the time, if you just tell me, I'll go do it, because I don't think people clean stuff up very well either. So I'm OCD like that. So I grab all these Clorox wipes and everything, start wiping all the sticky shit up, and I was like, well, she kind of sucks as a person. And everyone's like, yeah, she's that wasn't cool. Then we end up going out to bars later, and someone asked me about the incident, and I was just like, yeah, she kind of sucks.
The incident?
Yeah.
She spilled something, and it's referred to as the incident.
Yeah, maybe I blew it out of proportion a little bit, but I was just a little salty about it.
Your Honor,
what happened with you and that girl? We haven't spoken since the incident.
Oh, the incident.
The seltzer water spilling of 2015.
Did she cheat on you or something?
No, not exactly.
So, what'd she do? Did she okay?
It was just a lack of respect, really.
It was.
Oh, she said mean things to you. She verbally abused you.
No, not precisely. That's not exactly what happened.
No. Getting roasted over here.
She spilled something and then didn't clean it up right away.
Didn't clean it up at all.
Maybe she would have.
I was on
given
my
it time.
fucking goddamn hands and knees scrubbing our goddamn kitchen floor. Whatever. Water under the bridge.
What a monster.
Seltzer water under the bridge. Keep going.
And and the girl who
How does it know? How does it feel to know you've said the funniest thing you'll ever say?
Seltzer water under the bridge. Are you writing that down?
Yep, that's probably going to be the name of the episode. I'll be honest with you.
Seltzer water under the. Okay, yeah, that's good. So we're out at this bar, anyways, and yeah, okay. Judging by the banter that just happened here, maybe I blew it out of proportion. Whatever. Maybe a touch out of proportion. I was just a little salty. I mean, it's not a fucking frat party or a campus house for Christ's sake. I mean, this is a 2,500.
You don't spill stuff on accident, and you don't put goddamn eggplant in the lasagna.
This is a $2,500 apartment, 3-bedroom, 3-bath.
I thought you were going to say a $2,500 rug.
with fucking like granite countertops. Like, I mean, this place was nice. I mean, this is a nice place. Everything nice, but
It had that new carpet smell.
oh yeah, the whole nine.
Did you make people take off their shoes when they walked in?
No, that was a battle that I was never willing to enforce, just because I knew that was a losing battle from the start.
Right, because we're not in Japan.
Yeah.
Continue.
So somebody brought it up when we were out at the bar, and I was just like, yeah, she kind of sucks. And the girl who I was dating, her brother, he like flies off the fucking handle at me. He's just like, fuck you, man. Don't say that about my fucking friend's girlfriend. And then her boyfriend comes up, and he's like in my face, and I was just like, I am not scared of you. And I was like, get the fuck away from me. Do not talk to me like that.
He's like, I'm a little testy. I just had to scrub seltzer water.
You don't want to fucking come at me right now, bro. I'm in my post-fucking scrubbing rage. You do not want to fucking start this shit right now.
I had LaCroix.
It was just funny to me because this guy like acted like he was intimidating me, and I was like, I'm not scared at you one bit. I was just, no, you're not doing it for me, but no, you're not. Just fuck off. Don't talk to me. And he gets up in my face, and he's up in the girl's face I'm dating, and then the next thing I know, I get ripped across the fucking table by her brother.
That's actually kind of cool.
And I had like some shirt that had buttons on it, rips like the fucking buttons off my shirt and rips me across this table. His dad had to come up from behind him and like bear hug him and make him stop. And then he goes outside, takes him out to the parking lot, and they're talking and whatever, and I'm just like standing there like in disbelief. I was just like, what a fucking moron. I can't believe he did that here in this bar. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I go out there and I was just like, fuck you. I'm tired of your intolerance. You're a bratty piece of shit. I was like,
It sounds like he's giving a report to his parents.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like,
I'm tired of your intolerance and your bigotry
I was just like,
and your sexism.
I was like, fucking grow up, dude. Like, get
Stop
over
supporting
it.
the patriarchy.
And I was like, I'm moving out. I'm tired of your shit. You're fucking immature. And so I moved out the next weekend. And I'm having to drive from my job, which was still in the city, from my parents' place. It's a fucking hour drive. I'm putting 100 miles on my car every day. I'm going to and from work. So that wore down on me quick. And so the girl and I kind of agreed. I was just like, I just need a break from you and your family. I was like, I don't think we should date.
Did you say those words exactly?
Yeah, I was just like, I don't think it's a good idea for us to date right now. And she's like, oh, he'll get over it. And I was like, you've been fucking telling me this for months now. And I was like, and it's literally been a roller coaster. Like, he wasn't a fan, and then finally he mellowed out, and then he's not a fan for some fucking reason. And then all of a sudden he's clearly not a fan, and he's, trying to beat my ass in a bar or whatever. So I was like, this isn't good. I'm not going through this. This is stupid. I should have said like meaner things like, I don't think you're worth this, honestly. And plus she was more attractive when we first met and everything. And then
oh my god,
she kind of, dude, I'm gonna be shallow like that. She kind of picked up some weight and everything, and I didn't have the heart to tell her,
dude,
I'm not as attracted to you anymore,
dude.
honestly.
And your pussy's whack. And
you maybe had a case for yourself, and like right now you are just fucking shooting yourself in the foot.
I don't.
It's like, and on top of all this, worse than everything, the bitch started getting chunky on me.
That's my thing. I'm with you.
Okay,
if bitches get fat, get rid of them.
Oh my god.
She gained some noticeable weight, and she was aware of it too, because she would say stuff about it. But I'm just
clearly she wasn't ready for bathing suit season. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, no, it's not a good bathing suit bod. And but I didn't have the heart to be mean and say things like that, because guys are better people, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Typically.
Yeah, you are showcasing.
Hold
if
on.
nothing else, you are showcasing what an amazing person you are.
Hey,
I promise you, it
double
gets
down.
better.
Yeah, double down.
So,
You don't get better.
with that, no. Maybe not. But with all that being said, we were finally in agreement. I don't know, we would still like randomly hook up and everything, which was not a good idea either. And I would kind of like go to her place and stay for like a Friday through Saturday or something, and then end up going home and then driving to fucking the city again to go to work every 5 days. But so all that being said, we're kind of under this agreement, and apparently I signed or agreed to something that I was not aware of, where she's like, okay, but we won't like talk to other people or anything, or
Did she say that?
Okay,
Or you just...
how did you agree to this without knowing it?
I just said like, look, I don't think we're a good thing right now. We should just take a break. I mean, we can still kind of like talk or whatever, but I am not your boyfriend. I said those words. I do know that.
Yeah, but a break is normally meaning you don't talk to other people.
Ah, man, Derek, I thought you were on my side.
on a break.
Yeah.
So-
That's
Yeah.
all I'm thinking of right now.
Yeah.
But we had the agreement. We were not boyfriend and girlfriend. So that was verbalized and agreed to. And then apparently, but it was, the underlying part of that was I wasn't supposed to, possibly pursue other girls, or if life happened and I end up fucking some girl I meet in a bar, that wasn't supposed to happen, which is what happened. So I go to this bar that I used to frequent quite a bit, and I'm there with two co-workers. My buddy, he ends up leaving. He was going to a game or something, and then it's just me and this other guy. But we notice this girl sitting at the bar alone, and we're trying to figure out if she's with these people or not. She's not. We determined she's alone. He's like, one of you motherfuckers need to go up there and talk to her. He's like, I have to go, though. I'm meeting up with my girlfriend. And so my buddy looks at me. He's like, well, you heard him. He's like, it's not going to be me, so I guess it's going to be you. So I went up there. I was looking good. I had my suit on and everything from work still, so
My God.
I was dressed to impress.
Oh my fucking
You were
God.
at the bar.
You were at a bar in a fucking suit.
Was it an upscale bar or was it a
No,
dive bar?
It's a downtown bar.
Everything
And
for
for a
you,
happy hour.
everything you have said so far has made me increasingly more angry with you.
What fraternity
Oh my
did
God.
you pledge?
No.
Jesus Christ, man.
I didn't study finance
That's
or
what it
accounting.
sounds like. God.
I'm not a Pike or a
What?
TKE bro or whatever or something.
Here's the thing: nobody that didn't go to the fucking campus knows what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know. I'm just making up fucking Greek letters.
A
I think.
pike?
I think that's a fraternity on campus. I don't
pike?
know.
It's a fish.
And I think it's a fraternity though.
Paternity?
Yeah, it's a-
Fraternity.
You let it slip. You had a paternity test recently, didn't you?
Hell no.
You fucker.
But
What, was it the fat girl?
no. God no. So
Who was it then?
nobody. I didn't have a paternity.
I asked
test.
you if it was the fat girl, and you said no.
No, it's
not her.
It's nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
So you hooked up with the chick at the bar.
Back to
From,
this-
from the bar.
back to this story. Yeah, I get this girl's number. I finally shot my shot, did all this, and it started off very well. I walk up to the bar and I was like, "Hey, is anybody sitting here?" A little smoother than that, and she's like, "You are," and I was like, "All right, sweet." We're talking and everything.
So she was smooth. You were not.
I guess. She complimented the smoothness, I guess. And plus, we're drinking at a bar, so alcohol always helps. It's the lubrication of society. Or
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but people
suggest
can't-
that for anal.
Just pouring a fucking, just pouring an IPA down their asshole through a funnel. Like, we're gonna lube it up
I dip my dick in my
because that's about the
IPA.
only thing IPAs are good for.
Oh, no. IPAs are great.
Everything you say makes me hate you.
No, I'm never going
It's
to come
getting
back.
bad. I don't know if we're gonna welcome you back, BJ.
Oh, fuck. Anyways, this girl's asking me random questions at the bar. Conversation's flowing. She's just being super random about everything, though. She's like, "Where do you get your haircut?" And I was like, "Oh, I go here." And she's like, "Oh, okay." So I don't know why that applied or
Yeah,
why that
that's-
was important. But
That's a person that doesn't know how to flirt right there. She was really attractive, wasn't she?
She was.
She has no idea how to flirt.
Yeah.
And I was about to ask her for her number, but she had got a piece of receipt paper from the bar and wrote it down for me. So I had her number, end up texting her. We meet up a couple of times, and then it's this one night. I'm back in town. It's for a Friday. We were going to go on a date. But keep in mind, I'm still kind of I guess, talking to that one girl who I mentioned, the roommate's sister. And she had no idea about this girl. So I guess I'm kind of two-timing a little bit. But we had the agreement. This was under the agreement that no, we aren't boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever. So, then this Friday night that I go on the date with the girl I met at the bar is the same Friday night that I apparently said I would attend the roommate's sister, her birthday party, which was at another bar in the city. And I knew it was going to be a long night because by 9, I'm getting messages from her. I have like a dozen missed calls from her friends, and just like a whole bunch of people she's with were texting me, and I was like, fuck. So I put my phone in my pocket, just zip it up in my coat and forget about it. End up going back to the girl from the bar. Another crucial piece of evidence or piece of detail here. I had no idea how this night was going to go. And we go out to this first place, and then she takes me to this other place. It's a fucking lesbian bar. So I'm getting like a little bit, some like red flags here. I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing? Like we walk in.
Was it like super nice and fancy?
No, it was.
So you could say it was a clam dive bar?
Yeah, no, definitely. And we walk in there, and the first 5 seconds, I'm just like, hey, I'm getting a vibe about this place. And she's like, what's that? I was like, a lot of chicks. She's like, yeah, it's the #1 lesbian bar in the city. And I'm just like, huh. And I'm like, am I going to fuck this girl? What's going on here? Is this her way of telling me that I'm her... She thinks I'm like her gay best friend or something? Or like, what's going on here? And we make friends with this lesbian couple. And the one tells me, she's just like, no, she's like, I think she's into you. And then she's like, if she's not, she's like, I'm bi. She's like, I take you home for a pity fuck. And I'm just like, well, thank you, but I think I'll go pass on that. But thanks for the offer.
Oh, I'd take a pity fuck in a heartbeat.
So
isn't that all you get?
ooh.
From the female that loves me, yes.
Yeah, she feels bad for you.
But there's been other.
Why do you
people
think you're
that
getting
enjoy-
married? She's just like, oh, he'll never find anyone else.
I guess it's me.
That's correct.
I'll jump on this grenade. She's a fucking angel.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you talking about her like that.
What? Saying good things?
Yeah,
I don't know.
we got to keep her down.
We're trying to keep her self-esteem low so she doesn't realize that she should leave.
That's exactly right. November 10th, you can build her up all you want, but
After I've locked her down.